Hopefully he's picking up. There we go. Hello, Chanlit Bin.
Hi. Hi.
How are you?
Uh,
Excited?
yeah, it's a Navi game.
You've watched
Who
them,
else?
and now
Who
you get to
wouldn't be
cast them.
excited? Yeah. Wait, it looks like we're in Dota. Are we having a delay in the Dota TV or we are?
No, we're live. Are you in the game now? Are you watching the draft?
Yeah, but it feels like I'm in. Never mind. Because when you ops the game, on the right you have a directed camera thing, and you have
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
to.
You have the selection bar.
Yeah, this is the first time I'm doing it from the Dota TV.
Yeah, but we're still live. Like we don't have the 2 minute delay. We're still live. It's just we're in a spectator position. I don't think the
Okay,
directed camera and stuff work. Like you can't use directed camera because it doesn't work without the 2 minutes delay. So
so what's the difference between here and in the broadcaster slot?
the broadcast channels is just for broadcasting for Dota TV. So if there's people watching and they want to select a broadcast channel to listen to, that you have to be in a broadcast channel. If you're not in a broadcast channel,
Okay.
then you're not having your audio go to spectators. So our spectators can't hear us in Dota TV. If they bought a Starladder TV ticket, they can only listen to the casters in the four channels, which is Shiva, Toby, the Russians, and then I think the Spanish casters. We got voted out, Winter. We're not popular enough, unfortunately.
Yeah, and first pick with.
Yeah, first pick Wisp. We get to see a Wisp here, and Navi don't waste any time. I think Navi's hilarious with online matches. They just like they speed draft. Like they don't really. They're a team who just I feel like they take everything like a bit more casually with the online tournaments. They just speed draft through things. They don't look to sort of, outthink or outpick their opponents. They sometimes pick new heroes, but they're not wasting any time here with these first two picks.
Yeah, Navi's just they don't take online tournaments seriously, and
Yeah.
they just use it as a platform for them to take it as a scrim, take it as training, get ready for the big LAN events that are coming up.
Yeah, you can always practice your individual skill and other things there. Virtue's Pro pick up Bane as well as Magnus, so they really wanted this other support hero. And this is something that the European teams have been really prioritizing Bane for because of how well he can counter Lifestealer. Having the Fiend script to go through his rage has really been a crucial thing. So Virtue's Pro don't even pick up a hero to combo with the Wisp. They haven't got their CK yet. They haven't got something like a Tiny yet. They're going to get that later on. So Na'Vi are going to maybe start looking to ban some of those heroes. But they really wanted that Bane and they really wanted the Mag. They get two heroes who can both counter the Lifestealer.
Yeah, these two heroes just makes his rage useless in a fight. They can just lock him down when he uses his rage, and look at the bans of Navi. They're just taking out all the heroes that can deal with the Lifestealer. And CK is good with the Wisp.
And VP banning out the
Rik
solo mid
Ricky
heroes.
Maru. Si-
I remember we used to see a lot of Wisp Ricky. The Pinoy teams like it as well. The Pinoy teams like their Wisp Ricky.
Are you serious? With Ricky.
Yeah, it's good. Pacific Esports used to run that all the
When
time.
I think it's like the same theory with the blink strike, where you get the Talus run right on the
Yeah,
blink strike.
it's very very annoying. But they go for the Nature's Prophet after banning out Queen of Pain, Puck, and Templar Assassin, Virtue's Pro. This is the fastest draft. I feel like this draft has lasted about 3 minutes. A normal draft goes for about 12 minutes, and this draft has taken about half of that. Well,
This game
even
is
less.
fixed, gods. This game is fixed.
I saw someone in chat earlier asking, "What do you think about match fixing?" So apparently, there's something fishy going on here. Maybe
10 seconds
I don't
remaining.
know. I don't know what's up, but I mean, this is. I feel like the teams just know so perfectly what they want to be picking and playing. Navi, I mean, keeper with like Lifestealer as their first two picks is just sort of very standard stuff with the current metagame, and then the Bane Magnus as the counter. The Shadow Demon just such a good support for any team, and now they go for the Clockwork, so they get Light of Heaven, his offlane hero, unless we're seeing a Clockwork solo mid, which is sort of not really the way Clockwork's being played. So we'll have to see what Virtue's Pro get as their last pick. This is going to be their sort of carry or semi-carry that they combo with the Wisp here.
Yeah, and Clockwork is
10
definitely very
seconds
useful
remaining.
when you are trying to gank the Nature's Prophet from a far range. His hook
5
and
seconds
battery
remaining.
assault would definitely catch the Fury most of the time as long as you hit the hook.
Yeah.
Reserve time.
Well, we'll see how Nature's Prophet looks to deal with this. It looks, to VP, I'm wondering if they play the Nature's Prophet as a solo mid, or do they look to do it in the offlane with the Mag at mid lane? I guess it somewhat depends on what they think the matchups will be.
Would
I,
they pick a Tinker and there'll be like Whips, Nature's Prophet and Tinker? They have so much mobility in
oh
that.
my gosh, they haven't got much like DPS or carry potential, but it's not like Na'Vi have a lot. Yeah.
Magnus is good at DPS.
And Na'Vi only have Lifestealer, and the thing is, they have so many Lifestealer counters. And Tika does well against Lifestealer as well, because you can get Ghost Scepter and all these other kiting items, but they pick up a DK! I haven't seen this hero in so long! Oh, that's exciting.
And Dragon Knight is somewhat effective against Lifestealer because Dragon Knight has very high armor. And Lifestealer is good against Strength Heroes because Strength Heroes generally have lower armor pool, and the feast deals lots of damage, physical damage to you. When you have higher HP and less armor, that's where Lifestealer will hurt you a lot. But Dragon Knight has the higher base armor because of the Dragon Blood, and he's able to tank out the Lifestealer really good. And when it comes to level 16, you have a Frost range slow to deal with it's another way to deal with the Lifestealer in the rage form, the slow.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, this entire draft is built around countering Lifestealer, which at this point is fantastic because none of these other heroes really offer much carry or semi-carry potential. They're not really heroes really to set the tempo a whole lot, except for this last pick. What are we going to see Dendi on at mid lane? Because that's really the one missing piece of the puzzle for Na'Vi.
Would it be an Invoker, Queen of Pain? Oh no Queen of Pain, just an Invoker left.
Invoker
what else does
well.
Dendi play?
I mean, Invoker, otherwise you're looking...
SF, they need another DPS because Magnus can just
fantastic.
RP the Lifestealer. Yeah, Magnus can just RP.
So well.
Oh no, SF, come on, SF.
I think I definitely agree because Lifestealer is going to get completely zoned out of these fights. They go Brewmaster though. They go team fight. So we'll see Dendi on the Brewmaster. They're going to fight. They're going to fight team fight with team fight. Well, VP don't have that strong of a team fight. They've just got all these Lifestealer counters, and they've got the Mag ultimate. That's really all of their team fight.
Oh, I knew this. I was gonna say that maybe Brewmaster will be used by Hovos, and it's gonna be a Dundee Lifestealer.
Is it going to be solo mid? Okay. Well,
I think they're gonna do an aggressive tri lane and put the Lifestealer in middle. Aggressive tri lane with the Brewmaster. Let's look at the items first.
Well, for VP, we're going to introduce those guys on the Radiant side. We have got Airman playing the Dragon Knight at the bottom lane. Wisp being played by the captain, by NS. We've got Bane being played by KSI. And then we've got the other two heroes, the solos. We've got Crazy on the Mag, and then we have Santa playing the Nature's Prophet. So he's going to be going as the off-lane Nature's Prophet. If not the off-lane, he may just go straight to the jungle if he thinks he's not going to be able to get a pull-off at top lane.
Yeah, and for Na'Vi, we have Dundee on the Lifestealer, Azot on the Keeper of the Light, Light of Heaven on the Clockwork, Hovos on the Brewmaster, and last but not least, Poppy on the Shadow Demon. And I'm gonna be very excited to see those Clockwork bombs with the Lifestealer.
Yeah, this is going to be a great way for Na'Vi to get the initiations off. They're going to find some early
gold
gold
here
as
fun.
well. They're going to find a Nature's Prophet tree. No, they're not.
5 seconds. 3, 2, none. They're not going to get it.
No, it escapes. Havos was trying to go around and cut it off, but then didn't spawn. So Light of Heaven is heading towards the bottom lane. We'll see him up.
It's going to be a safe lane tri lane, yeah.
Yeah, this is... Both teams will just trade farm. And it's going to be a trade...
Are they going to do... like tri-lane with the Clockwork? They are moving bottom.
This is like what LGD Int like to do, like a tri-lane bottom with a Clockwork, and then they have some safe lane solo. Except they pick a traditional safe lane solo. It's not something like a Clinks or a Lone Druid. They went for a Brewmaster. But he's going to have an empty lane because Nature's Prophet is going straight to the jungle. Oh, smoke up. Na'Vi, are they looking for early blood maybe at bottom lane? This is something good because Wisp is just so weak in the early tri-lane scenarios.
And Light of Heaven already clogged up the crits twice to disrupt the creep equilibrium. I think they're going to try to catch out one of the supports right now.
Yeah, they can send Light of Heaven out to bait, because Wisp will maybe look to come around and give him some harass, and then the supports can maybe look to strike. They're only smoked up for another 10 seconds or so, so they need to try find a kill soon, I feel.
Yeah, I think they're going to go in now.
Yeah, they're going to go with the tether here. This could be bad for the Wisp here. Wisp is taking a lot of damage. DK trying to fight his way through here. Puppy needs to get off a decent block. Couple more right click. They get the first blood. Na'Vi, the bait was laying, and they get the kill. They also do a lot of damage to this DK. This DK has no regen. Illuminate could finish him off. 22 HP. He does pop the magic stick afterwards, but if that Illuminate had done enough damage, he wouldn't have been able to pop that magic stick at all. Na'Vi, this is a really smart decision for them with these lanes. Because look at Havos, he's got a complete empty lane at top. Na'Vi are going to be winning 2 lanes, I mean almost 2.5 lanes, with Dendi going to have a pretty decent time at mid lane.
Yeah, they were expecting a defensive tri-lane, and the Nature's Prophet just went to the to the jungle, and Navi took full advantage of it by placing 3 heroes at bottom and an empty lane with no pressure for the Brewmaster to just farm. But I felt that the effect of this situation could have been far more devastating if it was something like a Klings.
Yeah, that's what I'm really surprised by too. That if I fully agree, if they had a Clinks or a Lone Druid or some kind of safe lane farmer, even something like a Luna, I mean something with a bit more carry potential.
Think Lone Druid was banned. I
Okay.
was not wrong, mistaken.
Yeah, I can't recall
But
all of the bans.
Klings definitely wasn't banned.
Yeah, even Anti-Mage. I mean, they could just be running an Anti-Mage as a solo there.
Yeah, that must be so. Even Nature's Prophet in the lane, he can't do anything to the anti-mage.
Yeah, it's Navi used to run a lot of anti-mage. It used to be sort of Navi's go-to. They'd have Dendi on some Queen of Pain type aggressive mid hero, and then Havos would often be on that anti-mage. But
I think they're gonna get a kill at top. Puppy just teleported top. He's level 2, and if they get the disruption off, he's dead.
this is smart. They have TP on cooldown for 5 more seconds. If the TP comes up, well, we may see Nature's probably down here. Not going to be up in time. It doesn't look like it's Santa. Not even going to try for the TP out. He does sprout himself up, but there's already vision coming out from a Shadow Poison, so that sprout was never going to help him out.
Yeah, it was very, very smart by Puppy. He actually didn't skill anything at all when he was level 2. He was still deciding whether he should get Soul Catcher or the Shadow Poison, and he decided to get the Shadow Poison because he was worried that maybe the Fluent could sprout himself and TP away, and they would have no vision to kill him before he was going to die, and Shadow Poison would be the perfect skill to deal with situations like that because it gives him vision. That's very smart play by him.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree there. As we will see bottom lane, the 2 supports trying to zone Keeper Lad and Clockwork out. They know now Shadow Demons rotated top, so they can get a bit more aggressive. The problem is, their idea of aggression, Wisp, DK, and Bane, this is not a strong tri-lane by any means, and even up just against a dual lane, they're going to struggle. This Keeper of Light can just keep on manaing himself, spamming Illuminate. He can mana up the Clockwork so he can spam off those rockets. It's really,
Spams galore.
it's not going to be an easy lane for VP, even with a 3v2 scenario. And now that Shadow Demon stopped using pools and stuff, Nature's Prophet has to go back to the jungle, because he can't lane top with Shadow Demon potentially coming out to gank him.
Yeah, like you mentioned, all Navi has to do in the bottom lane is it's just very good decision making for them to rotate the lanes. They just need to use rocket and spam, illuminate spam, because the fact of the lanes, it's not really easy for VP to get a kill on one of the Navi heroes. If they try to go on the call, he always has the calls to defend himself, and Keeper of Light will always be standing far behind.
Yeah, it's not really ideal for VP, and I think VP at this point, they kind of have to just accept the fact they're not going to get kills on this bottom lane. I think they just have to keep using these pools, which is what Bane's looking to do. Get some levels here, try and get whatever farm he can get. As Airman he's up to 17 creeps here, but it's Na'Vi with Havos getting the free farm lane at top, as well as Lifestealer at mid, leading the farm charts for the time being.
I think this is very good decision making by Navi to just go down, put a little bit of pressure on the Virtuous Pro safe lane, and when you look at the CS, it shows the difference of the decision making of Navi. DK is 10 creeps behind of the Brewmaster.
Yeah,
that's very significant.
And it's not really been a case where he can even compete in this lane, especially early on. He really was in a position where he was struggling. There is going to be a rotation coming. Arsat looking to go in from behind. Clockwork going to go for decent cogs here, but Arsat's still in all sorts of trouble. He's been stunned up. The tether is there as well to provide some additional stun, additional movement speed. VP get themselves on the board, and I feel they needed that. They need that a lot sooner, in fact, but it will help them out just a little bit.
Yeah, because of the fact the vision of Navi was on the left side, and the Bane was hiding on the trees to the right side. I used the triangle to come up from the corner there. You can't see me drawing right now.
No, I can't, unfortunately, but I'll draw for you. But yeah, I can't actually see your drawings now that we're not. That's the one downside of not having a broadcaster spot, but I know exactly where you're drawing, Winter.
We think alike. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, we're not, apparently Navi and VP don't think alike because they're not doing any courier sniping.
You never seem to get bored of your career sniping.
It's always fun. I'll have to see
definitely getting the better trade-off right now, Navi here.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Voss looks to rush a Blink Dagger so he can come to some of these fights, because He's sitting on 1.2k gold. He's already level 7, and this is really where having this safe lane Brewmaster isn't the ideal scenario because he's not really using that ultimate. Like, he's got level 7, but
he
he's not
doesn't
getting
have
kills.
a TP.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a TP yet. And the thing is, Brewmaster can't really punish that the lane is empty. He can't take down the tower quickly like we mentioned if you compare it to a hero like Klings. Or even maybe a Broodmother or a Darkseer because they can just tank the creeps and push down the towers really quickly.
Yeah. But even so, even with them not having this ideal sort of safe lane farmer, the lanes are still working out so well for Na'Vi. Like, it doesn't seem to matter at this point, and just Havos getting a fast blink, he's going to be able to control the mid-game fights. I imagine that's what we're looking at here. Get a fast blink up, then he's going to go for that TP scroll and look to just maybe come back to this bottom lane, set up 2 or 3 kills for his team.
Yeah, they're going to just put a lot more farm on Brewmaster, like what they did before when Navi was running the Bounty Hunter. Teams usually don't give Bounty Hunter a lot of farm, but when Navi run the Bounty Hunter, they give it to Havos. They give him a lot of farm. It's sort of the same situation in this game where they're giving the Brewmaster a lot of farm, hoping that he'll be very strong during the mid phase. They'll be banking all their cards on the mid phase where Brewmaster will be really strong and controlling all the fights. And hopefully they would secure themselves enough advantage to seal off the game.
Yeah,
I can definitely see that as Puppey. Spending a lot of time using these pools, he's gone for the 3 points in Shadow Poison, so he does have the ability to actually kill these relatively efficiently. And this is something where Na'Vi, they're going to have some fast items up on him, whether it's Arcane Boots, maybe a fast Urn. These levels he's getting will definitely help out, and that's something where Na'Vi, they've got a decent XP lead. Well, not that big of an XP lead. Approaching 1k right now, but their supports are really being very efficient with their time. You've got Puppey pulling at top, and then the Keeper of Light sharing the bottom lane with the Clockwork.
Yeah, the XP doesn't really show too much of a difference because there's a Nature's Prophet jungling.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the goal is a bit more significant because they are free farming one lane at top, and Clockwork and Keeper of the Light sort of getting a lot of harassment done and slowing a lot of farm from the Dragon Knight. Look at the CS right now; it's even further behind now. 25 creeps, the difference.
He just gets rocketed and illuminated at bottom lane. I mean, it takes away a good chunk of his HP. He's gone for this fast Home of Iron Will just to help him deal with the harass.
Look at his skill build. Look at his skill build.
Oh my gosh. I've never seen this skill build from a DK before. I feel like...
He just gets so tired of that harassment. But not even 1 point in fire.
He's going for a pure carry build. He's going to go like full DPS, I guess. But this is very, very... I can't believe I didn't actually notice that.
Why would you do that? Because the stun doesn't really scale very well, even if you get 1 more point on it.
And especially when they have the trial in there. If they had the Bane and the Wisp looking to gank. Having Breath of Fire is where they're going to get the DPS from. That's their main source of damage in this trial lane at bottom. So I'm really surprised they haven't gone for it.
There's nothing... Reefs doesn't deal damage, and if the DK doesn't skill Breath of Fire, there's no instant damage other than their right clicks.
Well, it's going to be... I mean, this is essentially a hard carry DK. We'll maybe see him go for a fast armlet here with this Helm of Iron Will. Otherwise, we're looking at a Helm of the Dominator, which he hasn't bought yet. So probably an armlet DK.
I think it could also be a Helm of Dominator stacking DK because there's a Magnus to provide more damage. And you know what? Mid game and late game, Magnus RP plus the level 16 splashing Dragon Knight. That's a lot more scary than Navi's lineup.
Is it as scary as a splashing Sven though?
But Sven doesn't deal... I think the range of the 100% splash of the level 16 Dragon is much bigger than the Cleave. Wait, I could be wrong. I think it's much bigger.
It's sort of a different style because Cleave it's all out in it has to sort of it goes out as a cone, whereas the splash is more circular. The area, the Cleave sort of has a cone.
That's the biggest difference.
It's just different types of AoE. Havos at top lane, he's got his blink dagger. He's actually had this for some time now. He's looking to get this Wisp player. Dendy's actually come in. He's infested inside Havos. Wisp is going to pay for this with his life, and I think that was more just letting him go down. There's a grip up. They've got the grip, and it's on Havos. They're going to fall up with an RP. Great disruption. Puppey going to keep him alive. Is it going to be long enough? Yes, he does. He gets off the ultimate. Insane disruption coming out from Puppey. Perfectly timed. And now Mag is going to have this fight turned around on him. Dendy brings him down. Dendy with a double kill at top lane. He's got these fast phase boots giving him all the mobility he could hope for in this tier 1 top tower and all sorts of trouble. Clockwork coming with a hook now. Light of Heaven is here, looking to bring down the DK. DK's got an armor. He's trying to toggle this off and on, but it's not working for him. Puppey survives on 1 HP. Na'Vi, they edge out VP at top lane, and they do so in incredible fashion.
This is why I love Shadow Demon as a position 5 support. That disruption just...
And that was DK with an armlet. He did go for... I mean, this is a very fast armlet. He's looking to go for, I mean, this early game fighting build.
You know what? If he had that Breath of Fire, definitely Puppey would have definitely been dead.
Not just Puppey, the Brewmaster. Brewmaster got down to about 150 HP. If you have a Breath of Fire there, you can kill him before the disruption.
Oh dear.
But we'll have to see. I mean, this is the decision
This
VP
is
has
very
made.
weird. This is very weird. Not to even go. He doesn't even want to go any point. The fire.
Max out the stun. 3 point. I mean, yeah, like you say, it doesn't scale that well. You only get an extra 0.25 seconds of stun. The damage is, I mean, very negligible. Breath of Fire is where you get.
It doesn't even
from.
give you a better cooldown if you skill it.
Yeah, that's very true as well. I mean, Breath of Fire it's such reliable damage, and that's what you need against these. I mean, Shadow Demon and Keeper of the Light, you want to burst these two supports down as fast as possible, and you just can't do that without the Breath of Fire.
Yeah, and I think this is most likely their plan. They just want to go for all-out DPS DK late game. They don't even want him to get any. But it makes no sense. If you are trying to DPS, go late game, Breath of Fire helps you farm faster. So if you don't skill it, you farm slower.
Yeah, I'm as much as a loss for words as to why we're doing this as you are, Winter. Although we are going to see. Ooh, Wisp tethers away. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to get out of here necessarily. There's still Brewmaster looking around for his
They
skill.
still see him.
Blink Dagger in 2 seconds, and like you say, you've got vision. That's all that matters. NS needs to juke this. Actually, no, he stops the Blink. Oh, the Spirits, they cancel the Blink here, and VP have actually turned it around further up. I didn't catch these kills here, but Keeper of the Light as well as the Clockwork have gone down.
Yeah,
Buyback from Light of Heaven, and oh, Havos, he's caught out. He hasn't got an ultimate, he hasn't got any way out. He's trying to clap, but he's going to get sunned up. He's going to get brought down. 3 kills go the way of VP, and well, here goes the DK. He's got this armlet. He's looking for a stun. He's got it in 2 seconds. Stun now up, and he's got all this mana, which he's just not using because he doesn't have Flame Breath. He's going to get sent back to Fountain.
Yeah, they're going to just send him back and free trip. The fight behind was they got killed by the RP, both the supports.
Okay. Yeah, they got Clockwork as well as Keeper of the Light. I was following Havos, who was trying to get that kill on the Wisp, but couldn't do so because of those spirits. And here comes DK once again. He's still got just a couple seconds left on his ulti form, so he's not going to be able to go in and get another stun off. As Na'Vi, they've grouped up 4 heroes at bottom lane, and they haven't got a carry hero. They've got Dendy on the lifesteal. He's gone for the Phase Boots drum build. We'll have to see him start maybe building towards some DPS items, but we've mentioned time and time again, there's so many counters to him.
He's not that farm, gods.
All the farm is on Havos, but Havos as a Brewmaster is not really a strong one-position carry. VP have they have a strong late game. They've not only got DK, but Nature's Prophet is going to work well in the late game as well.
Yeah, when the late game comes, you don't have your Quelling Blade as your lifesteal or anything to kill the trees. That Sprout is just going to deny you any sort of damage you are trying to deal to their supports. The Sprout is just going to be so deadly to a melee carry like lifestealer.
Yeah, well, Na'Vi, they take down the bottom tier 1 tower. Clockwork actually getting the last hit on that. Light of Heaven now gets him a good chunk of gold. Light of Heaven's got himself a Quelling Blade just to help deal with this Sprout. That's how annoying it has been. Santa, he's trying to get this top tier 1 tower. As he's got his entire team here to back him up. So this will go down. Cliff actually being popped up. It's going to go down one way or another. Denied or killed. We'll have to wait and see. Clockwork going to TP in. Meanwhile on the side here. Ew, Brewmaster not going to get off an ultimate just yet. A tether standard following up on Dendy. Dendy needs to try to bring down this Wisp. He will succeed in doing so. But the DK, can he get close enough for a stun? He doesn't. He's going to change target. Goes for Light of Heaven. Nature's Prophet is there. 3 get brought down. And Brewmaster, once again, he can't get off his ultimate. He's trying so hard in these fights, but it's just not happening for him. DK still chasing. DK going to catch up Puppey with a stun. And Puppey, he's going to take a fall as well. Na'Vi, only Keeper of Light, Arsat remains standing.
Yeah, this is the only fight where I felt the Breath of Fire wasn't needed at all.
Well, we can question it all we like, but right now it's working for VP. That's all it comes down to. This build for the DK is working for them. Airman is doing something completely fresh and new. Treads, Armlet, where does he go next? Helm of the Dominator. He's picked up another helm. And he needs that lifesteal because he takes so much damage whenever he pops the armor. He needs something to help heal him back up, and that's going to be the lifesteal from this helm.
You know, the only good thing I see about getting a full stun is because the stun will be very useful against disabling the Brewmaster for splitting. That's the only good thing I see.
Yeah,
And it worked to their favor before. But I don't think that that 0.5 of a second will make a difference because they dropped even on the RP for the Brewmaster.
Yeah, well, you get 0.75 second extra stun, but I agree, it's very small. You got both Brewmaster and Lifestyle. I guess they just really want lockdown because they want to be able to kill off Dendi before the Rage goes off and Havos before he gets his ulti off, and so far they've succeeded pretty well in doing so. Havos has really struggled in some of these team fights, and as long as you can get that first stun off, then you've got so much follow-up stun and disable. You've got the Fiend Script, you've got the Mag Ultimate, you've got the Tether stun. All these heroes pack a lot of disable. They just want that initial stun, which can come from a DK in the range form. And with an extra stun duration, it's still pretty strong.
Yeah, he has to be very careful because the stun is instant. Oh wait, they're trying to go. Oh no, never mind. The stun is instant cast, and usually you want to blink in and clap, but against a DK, if his reaction is fast, you blink in and you try to clap, and the moment you're gonna split, you're just gonna get instantly stunned, and your split will never go off.
Wow.
He can't be too greedy to get the clap and to split. Maybe the next fight he just has to blink in and just split. Can't even use his clap.
Yeah, we're going to have to see how Havos looks to deal with this, whether he goes something to give him some magic immunity. He's going to have that level 11, the level 2 ultimate, but I mean, if he can't find these ultis, it's really problematic for him. And the thing is, it's hard to blink in. You can't look to blink in, go for an ultimate, because if you blink into a tether, you get stunned up and then chain stun. You have to be really careful. Uh-oh, Wisp and DK, where are they going? They found Dendi. Dendi actually going to get his rage off. He's going to bring down the Wisp. Wisp may regret this. He has been mexed up. He's going to be kept alive for just a couple of seconds longer. RP on the side. Puppey as well as Havos. Havos gets brought down again. No split. He buys back. Havos is just... Havos must just be so upset. He just seems to be tilting right now. He's unable to get an ultimate off. He bought back for this, and he's not going to catch up to the mag.
He's not going to get anything. He's not going to get anything.
He's still level 10 as well. He's only got the level 1 ultimate, so even if he gets maybe a clap off, he's not going to have really enough damage. Invis rune up on the mag as well.
He's very pissed off. He's very pissed off, you could tell.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where that first time where he couldn't get an ultimate off, from there it's just sort of snowballed. He's starting to tilt. It's like when you play poker and you just start throwing away, making all these bad bets, and that's really what's happening with Havos right now. He's really just making some bad decisions, and it's coming because of his emotions. Mid lane, VP have actually found another kill. It's going to be on Art here if they can get a couple more right clicks off. Santa TP's in, make sure they do it. He's got himself a mech, so VP's teamfight right now is really strong. Na'Vi just don't have the damage to bring down heroes when you've got a mech up on VP as well as all this disable and lockdown.
Yeah, and they got such a big advantage because of the last few fights. The first two fights where they won, where the Brewmaster didn't even get his split off. That was very good coordination to take him down. But in the first fight, the disruption, that was the only reason he got the split off.
Yeah. That's something maybe Na'Vi have to look to go back to. Have Puppey sort of position himself around Havos. We're going to have to see whether or not they can make something of this. Havos has got Lifestealer infested inside of him. There is a mag there, but this is just a mag. They're actually going to go in on him. Mag skewers away. There is no getting out of here, though. They burst him down, and they're going to get tier 1 tower out of this as well if they can. VP, I mean...
Magnus can buy back. He can buy back with RP. They might be able to fight this. Whis has ultimate up. They can fight this if they want to.
Where is Whis? Whis is with the DK. We could see them go in the mid lane. Nope.
Oh, they're not. They're not going to buy him back.
I think VP, they're probably feeling like they're ahead this game. They just don't want to take any chances. If they do something like that and then they don't win the fight, if Brewmaster gets his ultimate off and Keeper of the Light gets some big illuminates off, then Na'Vi are back in this game. If anything, they can sort of start pulling away. So yeah. I think VP just want to play this really safe. They've got the better late game. They've got a much better late game with DK and Nature's Prophet. Oh, Whis and DK, they've TP'd in. They've found Puppey. Puppey gets destroyed.
Everyone is TPing in. And look at the DK, man, gods. He's going for stats.
Wow. He's going to be... The thing is, he's got this Wisp tether to give him some attack speed, so he's going to be hitting hard and fast.
He has no way to use his mana.
Wisp is relocate ended. He went back bottom lane. I completely forgot that he was going to be back there, and he left the DK top, so Wisp takes a fall. And I like what Santa's doing as well. He's building a 4-star. They're going basically pure counters for the Lifestealer. They see that Lifestealer is like the only damage.
As well, the cogs.
Yeah.
You can get out of the cog.
They're countering, like every hero Na'Vi has, there's some kind of a counter on the VP side. Oh, we're going to see Brewmaster look for the DK. DK, there's no out for him. He's going to get focused down. And meanwhile, mid lane, though, Mag does manage to get a kill on the Keeper of the Light again. As, Nature's Prophet, I think he just narrowly TP'd out in time before any additional disables came in.
Because the Shadow Poison didn't hit in the first try, and he teleported just at the edge of the trees, and Papi wasn't able to spot him.
Well, for Na'Vi, I mean, they get a kill in the DK, but I feel like that's, at this point, just, I mean, it's a small victory, but it's just not going to be enough to get them immedately back onto fighting terms.
When you look at the last hit charts, you really want the Lifestealer to have more farm than that. The Brewmaster farm isn't going to help them in the late game phase.
And the Brewmaster, he's got all those last hits, but look at his net worth. He's like down in the middle because of the buybacks and all those deaths. His net worth is very, very subpar considering what his CS is.
Yeah, like you said, his emotions just got the better of him. Where he shouldn't have bought out, and he did nothing in that fight.
Yeah, well, we'll see if he can bounce
gonna
back.
get caught out.
Oh, there's a Fiend Script, Wisp TP as well. There's a Mag ultimate if they need it, but it looks like they're just going to burst him down with just pure damage. They succeed in doing so. Wisp is going to go back to where he came from in just a second. Takes the DK with him to mid lane, and DK going to quite happily farm this up.
Yeah, he's going for Maelstrom?
Well,
wait.
He could be going for a BKB, but I have a feeling he's not. I think it's going to be some kind of a damage up.
I don't think he's going for a BKB.
Yeah, I'm thinking Maelstrom into the Mjolnir as well. Because you get all that, you'll get the attack speed from the Mjolnir, not to mention the Wisp as well, so he's going to be zapping hard and fast.
I don't think they can fight here without Dandy.
Yeah, I think they may just have to let this mid tier 1 tower go down. Dandy dead for another 5 or 6 seconds, and Puppy on the side, he needs to be very, very careful. Clockwork is going to make a go for this. Dandy's back in 2 seconds here. DK going to pop his armor and just try to fight his way out of this. RP, it's on Havos. Havos is not going to get his ultimate. He hasn't even got his ultimate. No, his ultimate was actually on cooldown. It's not going to matter anyways. They just want to make sure they bring him down here. And VP, they're still fighting. They're going to get this tier 1 mid tower. Fiend's grip is up in 25 seconds, so there's... Oh no. DK has found Dandy. Dandy has gone into the middle of the things, and he gets brought down. And oh, there's a Nightmare as well. Arsak going to take a fall. DK has a stun. Is there? No, he actually gets woken up, the Keeper of the Light. He's on the run now. DK needs to be careful. He's very, very low here. He's going to get disrupted here. Is this going to be enough to bring him down? Shadow Demon, no additional follow-up damage, and off the side, Keeper of the Light on the run. Mag with a skewer, needs a shockwave as well. It's on cooldown for another second. Not going to be needed. Wisp gets the kill, and VP find themselves winning another team fight in convincing fashion as well.
Yeah, they're very far ahead in farm, and they can't really fight without their Brewmaster split. That's why I thought they wouldn't fight. I was very surprised that they took the fight in the mid lane.
Yeah, and well, this is the first time all game VP have actually been ahead as far as gold goes. The difference in gold earned has actually only just gone in VP's favor, but it's really been in their favor for some time because there's been gold used on... Na'Vi have used like 2 or 3 buybacks, I want to say. Not just Havos has bought back. Clockwork bought back 1 fight. They've used a lot of gold in buybacks and just... They've had a lot of lost gold as well from all these deaths, so I feel the gold graph is somewhat deceiving. I feel VP are much further ahead than it indicates. It now does bounce up to about 4k, but I feel like they're a good 6 or 7k gold ahead as far as like their total hero's net worth. Something which we can see up here.
It's also the point where, he forced stuff into a wrong position. Why did he force stuff up there?
That is not where you want to be. Dandy will eat you up, and Dandy's starting to build towards a basher of his own now.
He thought Dundee was alone, and when he forced stuff up, because they were going to use the combination again, Bane, Sleep or Ultimate, and the Wisp would TP in the DK, and when he forced stuff up, he saw that Dundee has a backup there. Havos was nearby.
Yeah, Wisp and DK
and
just teaming
we're
up
going to back to the point for the farm where it's not really that significant because now we have the farm on the wrong hero, not on the lifesteal, which they will be relying on to do damage later.
Yeah, it's all on Brewmaster. Havos is starting to build towards either an Agonist or maybe just a BKB.
Santa's gonna the hook missed.
The creeps interfere.
The creeps. Oh no.
Light of Heaven, that's an uncharacteristic mistake coming out of him.
Yeah, usually he's the more stable and doesn't make many mistakes.
Yeah.
He's like the YYF of the European scene.
He really is. It's a great comparison. I mean, they have such similar play styles. They'll play anything for the team, and well, for Na'Vi, they need some stable and consistent play, not just from Light of Heaven right now. They need it from Havos as well as Dandy. They grouped up at this bottom lane. They're looking to use the Lifestealer bomb. It's not Clockwork Lifestealer's going in. He's going in Havos, and I think it's because every time Havos is blinking in, he's getting stunned and focused down. So basically, Dendi's going to be there to help keep him alive, help protect him. It's like the bodyguard, the secret bodyguard.
And the thing is, Virtus.pro can split push very effectively now with the Furen, and when they go back and defend their lanes Navi, they are always in danger of being ganked by the Wisps and Dragonite. You have to be so careful every single time they go back and defend their lanes, and Lifesteal is still sitting inside the Blue Master.
Then he's spending a lot of time
He really needs to farm a lot more.
Yeah, that's really the big issue here for Na'Vi, is they just don't have the farm. Dendi is as their main carry, and even at this point, if he's getting farm, there's still so many counters to him on the playing field with ultimates that go through BKB, with Bane as well as Mag, and then you've got heroes who can kite him around. Nature's Prophet with a Force Staff as well as Sprout. You've got DK with a long range stun. I mean,
This
even
is a
Wiz,
Ghost Scepter.
yeah,
Ghost Scepter Header.
all 5 heroes do decently.
TP,
where are
bottom.
they going? They're going bottom. They've actually found Brewmaster. He gets the ultimate off this time. Clockwork just going to hook his way in, but DK's going to BKB. It's not a Maelstrom. Mag hits an RP on absolutely everyone except this Keeper of Light. He comes strutting in, but he's only going to be there too late. Dendi going to get sprouted up. He's got no way of getting out of this sprout. Fiend's Grip going to lock Dendi down as well. Shockwave finishes him off, and Havos, his Panda and Blue Master splits. He actually comes out just in time. He's got no blink though. It's being cancelled here. He's going to try to fight his way out of this one, but Havos, he does not stand a chance. The entire VP's team surround him, finish him off. Triple kill for DK.
The Keeper of the Light as well.
Oh, Keeper of the Light. Not a chance for you, son. Arsak going to go down. Puppy the only one who's still up and running if Arsak goes down. Arsak? One more right click. He's got it. Just. Santa TP out. And Mimo top lane. DK, oh no, it's just a DK illusion. But it's causing Puppy some issues.
This
is getting ugly for Na'Vi. VP have just taken another big team fight, and now they're going to get 2 towers at bottom lane, it looks like. They haven't got ultimates now, so they're going to probably play... Maybe they back off, because they haven't got RP, they haven't got Fiend Script, so they do need to play a bit safe.
Strong enough. I think they're strong enough to go in, because the Brewmaster is the same thing. You don't have RP, then the Brewmaster doesn't have his split.
And BKB up on DK now, so they're going to get T2 tower.
They can even go for Roche now.
I imagine they're eyeballing Roche. They get the wards up, they get vision nearby as well, so...
This situation, they can choose to either camp like the high grounds and wait for Na'Vi to think that VP is going for Roche, or they can just go in, just do it.
Well, Na'Vi can get vision, they have got the Clockwork Rockets. That's something where VP have to be very cautious here, because Clockwork has got that long range initiation, and it could be a lifestealer inside. Clockwork's just going to go right in!
Why so early? Why is he going so early?
This?
What's going on?
Light of heaven! What? I'm not sure. He just threw away his life, and now Dendi's going to go charging in. He's looking for KSI. Fiend Script already been used, and Havos, he gets burst down. He can't get the ultimate off because it's on cooldown for a bit longer. Dendi, can he do enough damage in this fight? He's off in the backlines. He's trying to bring down the mag. But it's Airman once again there with the stun onto Dendi. Blinding Light. Going to try and slow down the DK, make him miss a few attacks here. But once again, VP just cleaning up Na'Vi. They bring down 4. Puppy's the only one. Oh, sorry, not Puppy. Arsat the only one left standing. Puppy's going to be the one calling GG. And, well, Na'Vi are defeated. VP get themselves a 29-minute victory over Na'Vi with a carry DK.
Not to mention a carry DK without... a dragon without fire, man.
It's... I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. What kind of dragon doesn't breathe fire?
And one of the things I really feel that Na'Vi should have done was have a more farm-oriented hero on the safe lane.
Yeah.
I don't think it was the best thing to give something like a Brewmaster so much farm.
Well, I think
they had the better position and better trade-off on the start, but they're giving the farm to the wrong hero.
Absolutely. I think if they have something like a Clinks, or if they have an anti-mage, they're fine. If they have an anti-mage, I see them winning this game. Havos's anti-mage is rock solid. That's something which can just win them games. I'm really surprised they picked up that Brewmaster, especially because it was picked up last as well. It wasn't as if they picked it up early or they didn't have options. Anti-mage was still in the pool. Anti-mage could have been picked up, as could have Clinks. There was plenty of options, but they went for this team fight when they just had these no real damage. They didn't have any DPS. Dendi on the mid lane wasn't going to go for a pure carry lifestealer build. It just didn't work out for Na'Vi.
Yeah, and I think it's also because they were probably thinking they were going to win the early game and mid game a lot harder, and Brewmaster will be the hero to be strong enough during the mid phase to carry the game through so that they'll be able to seal the game off early, but it wasn't the case for them.
Yeah, well, Na'Vi are defeated. VP, I believe VP is actually sharing the first place with Empire, so it's the Russian teams dominating the Starladder at the moment. VP and Empire in the top two. Na'Vi need to be in a bit of trouble, possibly facing I don't know how many teams are qualifying for this offline LAN tournament, but Na'Vi have won every single Starladder so far, so you can't really ever count them out. The group stage matches are somewhat unimportant as long as you qualify for the offline finals, and that's where Na'Vi have never lost. They've never failed to win a Starladder championship, so we'll have to see if VP or Empire can do it this time. Thanks for casting me with me, Winter. I think there's one more game. I don't know if you're up for casting one more. I think Na'Vi are also going to be playing No Tidehunter now. I don't know if you're interested in casting that as well. By any chance? Yes, no, maybe so?
Let's go.
Alright, I don't see the game up yet, so I'll wait and see from the admins, but anyways, we're going to have a quick commercial break. Thanks everyone for tuning in. You guys can check out Winter. Follow his stream, twitch.tv/Winter. He's also on Twitter, twitter.com/WinterDota. I'm Gods from Beyond the Summit, and we'll be back soon with more Starladder live action soon.